could do arithmetic, so I got it. And to the big dick guy saying, F you, Chauncey, I'm good. I can handle this fat woman. Any woman, I'll beat them all down. Okay? All right. But to the little dick out there, you know who you are. You know, we discussed that hater stuff before. If you got a one, if you got a big dick, a little dick, you know which one you got. Okay. No shame in that. Got a problem with that. Just figure out where you need to do with that. Sideways, from the back, whatever. Figure out how you can make the math work for you. What they say when you're on a job, when you're working a job, they always say, uh, don't work hard, work smart. Figure out how to make the job work for you. Well, you got to figure it out. Some things you just, like, I've seen clubs, driving by and cars be parked out. And I remember I said, oh man, it's packed. But I'm saying to myself, I'm not going in there. I'm staying out of there. I don't think that's for me. It looks packed. It looks pretty good. It looks inviting. But I'm not going in there. I'm going to bypass that. I've had some chicks or girls throw something my way. I look at it, I pick it up and throw it back. I know everybody doesn't think like that. Some things you just throw it back. You pick it up, you look at it, and you throw it back. I ain't going to that club, and I'm gonna throw this back. Well, it's the same thing if you in that bed, because you're being judged very hard. You got to figure out how to make it work for her if you want to keep coming back, and make it work for you because you want to come back. You'll probably come back, but you want to make sure you're able to come back when you want to come back. So you figure out the angles, what's best. And remember that because she's fat, that she won't mess around. I've been watching them. They've been messing around like crazy. And they always say, one of the uh, subscribers told me, you're not giving enough credit to the guys who go out and work and do all the things they're supposed to. Well, you might be right. Kudos to the guy who goes to work every day, got his job, got his car, got his home. And I think he said, uh, yeah, the girls are spoiled that look good. I'm like, okay, what's the problem with that? He's like, what? I'm like, well, if you're going to do some spoiling, let it be for, something look good. You know, uh, you don't want to spoil the pig, or you don't even have pretty pigs, the pig. So why would you get something that look good, that's in shape, and spoil them? Okay, if you say, well, I'll spend money on her. She look good. Hey, man, spend the money on her. Go ahead. She looks good. Is that the way it's supposed to be? It's down to that. I'm with you now because I'd rather see you with a nice girl, looks good, she got a good attitude, than with the blimp. The blimp got a bad attitude and messing around, and you stuck with him. Come on. Think more of yourself than that. Put yourself in a better position to be choosy and arrogant. Get arrogant about yourself. If you get a job and car and a house, you can be arrogant. I'm telling you. And put this down, man, man. Okay. I was just wondering, guys, when you hitting it, isn't one of the favorite moves? I think it's one of the favorite moves for guys. I'm sure it is. You hitting it and you about to come, and she says, "No, don't come in me, come in my mouth." Boy, that's was it like heaven? I mean, when they suck it dry too. I mean, everything off the knob. I mean, the knob is wiped clean, nothing on there. Man, I think they could buy someone could buy you for a quarter. You done right there. You done. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And I'm just wondering for women, what is it besides you coming when you go, that did it? Is it when they're having sex with you, and right before you do, they stick that finger in the exit? What does that do for you? right before they come, they stick their finger in that exit. And you know what the exit is. What do you think about the guy going into the exit? The guy who's little, he can't muster up enough friction in front. So he says, you know what? I'm gonna go. I've tried the front door. The front door's too big. I can't deal with that front door. But you know what? Side door ain't looking too cool either. I'm gonna go around. I know you said hit it from the side. I tried that, but okay. But there's one more door. What if I go all the way around to the back door? Huh? What do you think about that? Nah, I can go in there and do some damage up in there, Jack. Feels like home. What do you think about that? I get up in there, all kind of friction, sparks flying. Man, you holler, oh, you. I don't know if you can even take it. You just made me feel like, shh, man, I got a big dick. So, what do you think about that? Oh, seriously, no. If they can't get through that front ain't side door, will you allow him to go around to that back door where it's snug, it's nice and comfy in here. It's really the way the front door should be. But okay, I'm gonna go around to the back though. What do you think? Is it good? What do you get a nut off when he goes through that back door? I know he's gonna get one. I don't care. You know, even if it's snug, gel, KY, whatever, we can get in here. We can do some damage. Vaseline. But will you come if he comes in through that back door? Isn't that better? I mean, isn't that like a thought? I mean, does that make everybody happy? What do you think about that? Going in through, listen, it's one way. I got it. Like they said, we used to be driving. The coach was driving, and we was on the way to a baseball game. He just flying. We trying to get the game on time, and we cut down the street going the wrong way. And he was, I mean, he was like, man, I don't know how many people's in this car. I mean, it was the whole baseball team was in the car. We go forward for the game. He flying, and the people blowing their horn. They, hey, it's one way. He said, I ain't going but one way. And keep right on flying. And what I'm saying is, in theory, that's a one way, right? It's exit. It's pretty much an exit. Can can they go through the exit sign and go on up in there? What do you think? I don't know. That's something for you to decide. But to me, if the front door ain't right and you say the side door ain't, well, go on in through the exit door. And people tell me it's outstanding. They love that back door. They rather do the back door than the front door. Now I ain't got to get into personal why they like it, but that's what they tell me. And I don't know. I'm just wondering, is that good for you? Um, and now I guess you still gonna run to the problem back, but no, because it's a shorter path there than it is, isn't it? Getting, the exercise. I mean, you spread them cheeks, you'll be right in there, opposed to, the other one, up, right? I don't know. Help me with this. What do you think? Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Now, we're discussing what's good to everybody and how do you make that thing work for everybody. And if you love the person, um, you should be willing to do it all. What about when you with the girl and you put out the deal though? What do you think about that? You worked the dildo on her and she, then you say, okay, well, I'm going into the back door. I went to the front with the dildo, and now I'm going around the back. Is that feasible? Does that really work? Mm. And men, How many of you out there like preemies? Um, Preemie means I got it in and it was over. I came. I mean, it's all over. Wrap up, wrap it up, put the equipment away. It's all over. Ball game. The woman really gets pissed about that, right? They they get like, okay, whatever. This is. I guess they say, man, I had my heart, like you go to a restaurant, you ready to eat. They said, you sit down. They come out and say, oh, I'm sorry, we ain't got that. Wait a minute, that's what I came here for. I know, but we ain't got crab legs. The women all love crab legs. All of them. You find we don't. It'd be hard to find a woman who don't love crab legs. Okay, so you go there and they say they ain't got no crab legs. Isn't it pretty much the same scenario? Like, okay, you ready? I'm hot. She's hot. You've been grinding. It's time, and you enter and boom, it's over. Lights go out. He go down. His everything just roll up. He's like, okay, I'm out of here on his own. He just shrink up out of there. And you're like, wait a minute, what the? And she's like, it's over, man. Have you ever seen the looks on their face? Like they're a kid, man. You know what I mean? You've been there before where it didn't go the way you had a script or your mind, or maybe you was just too excited. It's over. Ball game. Pack up the equipment, go. And when you drive. And that's what I'm saying. You was awful that night, right? You know that. Now, I don't know if you want to admit it, but you was awful. So, why would you know that when you have a regular sex, like, man, I'm awful. I need to do something about this. This ain't good. Uh, don't you discuss that with yourself? You know, shouldn't you come with another plan on the field? I mean, it's like being in a battle and I'm losing all my men. I got to figure out another strategy, come on, something different. I know this is, I got to work with, I got it. But I still got to figure out something. This is a losing battle. I know this before I get there. So I got to come up with something else. I do. And you know what happens when I'm so bad in the bed? Don't you think, why is he putting up with that girl and the girl's rotten? Treats him horrible. He's a nice guy. He's rotten in bed. He's a nice guy. Say he looks pretty good. And she's treating him horrible. Something's wrong. It don't make sense. I think that is better than this. Yeah. Just throwing it out there. All over the place on a Friday night. Anything goes. Trying to figure it out. But now they say the fat woman, no, the skinny woman has a deeper pocket than the fat woman. Huh. I'm interested about that. Who out there knows the true answer? The skinny woman has a big, and the fat woman pocket is not it because of all the girt behind it. So we'll talk about that and a lot of other things on the next show. All right. Okay. But for tonight, we're gonna wrap it up and take it home. Appreciate you being out there. Love your support. Subscribe. Tell someone about it. Tune in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock. This is the Blackout Show. I'm your host, C Black. This is OG, rounding third and heading home. Have a freaky Friday. Good night, everybody.